In this case, you've got a storm that's not only coming in at a completely unique angle as regards the record, but it's also going to go on for a very long time, and it is getting more intense at its core. Let's take a look at the latest advisory from the Hurricane Center. It's a 90-mile-per-hour storm right now, 90-mile-per-hour wind at the core of this thing, which is still very much tropical, and it's now moving off to the north-northwest at 18 miles per hour. The pressure now down to 943. That's a measure of how much energy is in the system, and it really is remarkable at this point. Now, on the radar picture, we are seeing the core of the system come into view. Look at the heavy rain that is just off to the west here. Virginia Beach has had already a tremendous amount of wet weather, 8 inches or nearly so there in Virginia Beach. And so we've got huge concerns about flooding in the DC area. So through the middle of the day today, hurricane force gusts at least begin to come into Jersey and to the Delmarva. You've got this tremendously large area of tropical storm force wind. Then as we get into the evening, the core of the storm will be moving in, and that's where the very strongest of wind is going to be 80, 90 miles per hour sustained, gusting over 100 miles per hour potentially. Very serious water level rise pushing into the Jersey Shore there and into western Long Island and right up towards New York City. And then beyond that, the storm will move in towards Philly or perhaps Baltimore, 3 a.m. We're still seeing this very large area of winds gusting to hurricane force, so it doesn't let up very easily, and we're still seeing that push of onshore flow coming up there into New York. I'm going to show you these numbers in just a moment. And then finally, by tomorrow morning, the winds start to contract just a little bit, the area of strongest wind. And you see by tomorrow night, we don't see the hurricane force gust, but we still have a large area of tropical storm force winds that finally begins to shrink going into Wednesday.
This is the kind of stuff we're going to see breaking all day. We're going to get breaking news, and we're going to give it along to you as we get it. Governor Cuomo saying, look, guys, here's the deal. At 2 p.m. today, we are closing the Holland Tunnel and the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. So transportation, again, mass transit closing down last night. Now you've got, parts of roads and tunnels that'll be closing down. So underground is obviously going to be an issue here. We could easily get some water into those tunnels, especially if a heavy rain comes through, plus the water rise, which is already over 3 feet. So we're already just under a foot, or just a little over a foot, I should say, of where we were with the max surge from Irene. And you can see behind me here, the Hudson is absolutely a wash tub out there. Huge swell with this north wind just kind of rolling down here. The Statue of Liberty at times, because of some of the heavy rain and mist, was not seen, but it's seen pretty well now. There's Jersey City off in the distance as well, but it's not that often that you see the Hudson certainly look like this. But what you would normally see on a normal day is a lot of boat traffic out here. Taxis, people heading out to the ferry. That is pretty much non-existent today, as it should be. So let's talk about some of these elements here that'll be coming on through. We've got, again, rain that's pushing onto the north, very, very heavy rain. Some of this rain will be at times, so we think tonight, 2 inches per hour. And then the maximum impacts for New York City are going to be tonight. The first area of focus will be that high tide. How high are we going to get here at the Battery? Is it going to be something that, we haven't seen before? Could it be record setting? As the National Weather Service in New York City suggested yesterday, that's a very good possibility. We have to watch that. And it's not just here. Again, you've got all of Long Island, you've got the entire Jersey Shore, even into New England that is seeing this water rise, which will only go up certainly as this storm comes ashore.
Much different than yesterday. This wind is now ramping up. We're getting gusts up over 50 miles an hour and sustained winds over 30. Not quite to tropical storm force, but look at the Atlantic. Tide is still trying to go out. It's done a little bit better. The waves are not coming up here into the dune. By the way, I'm avoiding the dune grass. You don't want to walk on the dune grass. And the water continues to go that way. Down south, we've got a huge longshore drift. Winds coming in from the northeast, piling this water up. Look at this. On the initial set of breakers, and that setup, that wave setup coming in, along with the surge expected to be as high as 8 feet. High tide tonight, 8 to 8:30 along the Jersey Shore. A recipe for disaster, not only on the dunes and the beaches, but for some of the property here right along the coast. So far, what you usually see first are the flapping shingles. I don't see any of those, but once you start seeing those, then you know you're headed in the wrong direction. It's only going to get, woo, boy, that's a good gust here. That's got to be plus 50 miles an hour. Nick and Heather will be out here throughout today and tonight as the worst rolls in to the Jersey Shore.